I started this sketchbook in late 2022 at the Ren Fair, actually. I bought it as part of a leather-bound like sketchbook cover thing, and then I ended up really liking the paper quality. I've advanced a lot since then, but I've been wanting to make a oh, these are from the Ren Fair also, by the way. I've been wanting to make a like sketchbook tour video for a while. Can't use my drawing hand at the moment, so I figured this was the perfect time. We've got some more Ren Fair pictures, various things I saw, the Airbnb I was staying at, Ren Fair. This was the tree line by a place I was living at the time. Some comic concept art for something me and my friend were working on. And then just little random scribbles. I hadn't kept a sketchbook for a long time before picking this up again, and I was trying to get back into actually just drawing little fun things without worrying about how the page composition would look, or without worrying about just trying to make everything look pretty. I just wanted something where I could actually just play around and actually work on improving myself instead of just trying to make finished pieces. I especially liked this. I'll put a link down to their act, actually, but they were phenomenal. I went and watched this performance a couple of times. I love this style of dance. I think it's so cool. This was a different weekend. We went to the Ren Fair. This was also the Airbnb there. Just some general like Twilight Princess stuff. I used to draw a ton of Twilight Princess fan art when I was in high school, and that was a time I was very good at keeping sketchbooks and filling sketchbooks, so I was trying to kind of recapture that feeling. Some more art from like this comic idea, and practicing some lettering. Never ended up going anywhere, but it was fun to work on. And this is the kind of thing that really made me worry about keeping a sketchbook for a long time, because it does not look very pretty just to have random scribbles, but I think that's a really important part of a sketchbook, is that you don't worry about messing up. This was just a couple of, I think, random portraits off of Pinterest. This was a dance video, I forget from where, I was following along poses with for a little while. Some buildings. I really liked doing architecture studies. This was back when I was getting back into it again. So a lot of this stuff is just pretty simple sketches. Mostly just Pinterest stuff or looking up. I was looking up some armor at the time to try to make some cosplay, and so this was just some little sketches for that. This was a study I did of Kamome Shirahima's work. She does Witch Hat and a couple other series I really love, and she has a lot of really good paneling I respect a lot. This is just a little space filler I liked doing. I did Inktober for 2022. This is the only year I've ever completed Inktober. A lot of these look kind of bad now in my opinion, but I'm glad I did it the entire time. I think that was a really good experience to just finally finish it, and I felt really nice. I do like this one. But just kind of being able to actually work through a challenge. I stay pretty scattered a lot of the time, and just it's very hard for me to concentrate on something for 31 days, so I felt very good actually sitting down and doing all of these. Got a couple. I remember I was not pre-planning. I would just sit for maybe 30 minutes and just kind of sketch the first thing that came to mind. I did not know what to do with this guy. Some of them are a little more thought out and involved. This one I was trying to use like some acrylic paint to kind of get like a faded kind of look with the rocks and stuff. I'm not sure how well that actually turned out. I don't like it anymore. I think I've got some better ways of doing that now, but it was kind of fun to experiment with. Once again, like mess ups, anything like that, I was just trying really hard to focus on like not worrying if there were lots of mess ups, or if there was a lot of scribbles. Just kind of going through everything. I did like this. I spent a longer time. I think I was watching a movie working on this one, and I really liked how it turned out. But very loose. Not really trying to accomplish anything more than just sticking with it and making sure I'm drawing every day. This was more comic ideas. I finally gotten some Copic markers. One of my friends gave them to me for my birthday, and I was so excited. I think I start actually practicing with them here in a little bit. I was still traveling for the holidays, I think, for this part of the sketchbook. There's some notes. I watched a cool YouTube video on like just basically like shapes and shadows and like how to color a little bit more dynamically. I believe that was Cynic's design, if anyone's interested, but it was really cool. There's some posing, 5-minute poses. Kind of some more potential comic ideas. I was working on a lot of ideas at the time, but nothing super concrete. Storytelling notes. I had a lot of notes in the sketchbook compared to the one I'm working on now. This was a painting idea that I'd still actually really like to do. I just haven't had time to set up a canvas lately, so maybe this will get done in the future, maybe not. And again, just being able to kind of do loose sketches that don't particularly look very well or that I paid a lot of attention to, just to fill space. A lot of just little random things. I was carrying around this book a lot just when I would go out to see friends, or we would all hang out and play games, and I remember just doing a lot of little doodles while we were all talking, watching a movie or something, and that was very nice, just to keep practice consistent. This is a lot of just little meaningless doodles through here. I was pretty busy, and I mostly was just trying to stay committed to drawing, kind of writing off of Inktober. I think about here in another couple of pages, I do start actually spending more time sitting down. I think I just gotten some Posca paint markers here. And I got really into, I forget what her name is now, but I got really into a streamer playing this game for a little while. And I don't remember what the game was or what the streamer was, but it was a really fun experience. More random stuff. I'm starting to actually try doing just more sketches or spending a little more time on stuff. I remember highlighting these was just like a fun little treat after I'd filled the pages. Once again, just trying to spend a little more time on things, building up better shapes, mostly. Not really focusing on details or anything yet. Spending more time sketching, and this is where I actually finally start busting into the Copic markers. I was doing little landscapes. I remember my boyfriend was playing Skyrim, and he would find me, little pretty areas to draw from, and he would, stop the game for a little bit and let me get a quick sketch in. And I was just coloring while he was playing. That was pretty fun. This is from one of my older sketchbooks that's just been traveling around, so I taped it in. I'd like to get this tattooed eventually. I just haven't had the time or the funds. So it's just been floating around for a couple of years. And here's some more landscapes. I got really into doing just like a couple on a page, which I really like, and doing just a very limited palette, just kind of mostly just the purples and the yellows. But these are really fun, and I think they look really nice for something that doesn't actually take too much effort. So I just adore kind of these little landscapes I was doing at the time. Just a bit more sketching, random objects. Once again, not really worried if I didn't finish out an idea or finish doing an exercise, as long as I started it. This was a D&D character I played for a little while. That was actually pretty fun. He was like a mobster, but he was very silly and kind of stupid, which is my favorite kind of character to play. And I got Pokemon Violet for my birthday, and I was really, really trying to get into it there for about 2 weeks. I was trying to do fan art, I was trying to play, and it just petered out. There wasn't enough content for me to get into. The gameplay was just not very engaging. I was even gonna like try it. I was even trying at the end to like travel around and like find different places to draw, and just there weren't very many pretty landscapes, and I just kind of petered out. That was my team when I finished playing, which I did really like making a team, but after that was done, I just couldn't find anything else to do, and I kind of stopped playing. This was me trying to be a little bit artsy, you know, doing like a see-through panel. Do the full background and then kind of just like a little cutout. But that was pretty fun to do. I think this is a really good medium for doing like landscapes and stuff, especially. I'm trying to do a little bit more blending. I'm still pretty new to that. Or I guess coming back into being new to it, since I hadn't drawn in a few years. Here's some hands. There's a page study out of one of my favorite comics up there on the side. I'm just kind of figuring out the flow, because I really appreciate the way this author like sets up their paneling and sets up their speech bubbles. And I was trying to do a lot of study of that. We've gotten here into some buildings, little perspective pieces I really enjoy. Some more faces, a little, I think this was like a sleeping chamber on like a spaceship, or like a long haul vessel maybe for space. Got like it's like a little bedroom. And I really like this page. Just a lot of really interesting, just like environmental pictures I'd found different places, and Bulma's in there. But I really like this. I'd just gotten a couple different colors of pen. I've been sketching with pen in this just mostly to make sure I'm not actually caring about mistakes. I can't go back and erase anything. And it's also just really fast and loose to draw with a pen. It's very nice. But I finally got some different colors, so I was enjoying working with a couple things, or like a couple colors. I have some sad faces, some skirts. Well, if I can get the page across. I started doing a page study for a comic, Minotaur, that I really like. And I just lost it halfway through. And then I got even more colors. And so I started doing some little, some fancy little lads, and some fancy little ladies. And whatever this was, I think this was supposed to be like a wizard tower type of thing. Some like little loft sketches, some Witch King pictures. I was watching the trilogy with my grandpa at the time, doing some little sketches, more random stuff. Kind of like all green. I did this all red and black, just doing different like little portraits, trying to draw just random people. This was, I think, a comic idea as well. I don't remember. I did like some fisheye kind of stuff here, and then some little mushrooms up there, I think just to fill space. This was very specifically, I remember having a lovely chat with one of my friends at a coffee shop and just drawing little cute pictures while we talked. That was a really lovely time. And then I'm finally using some markers over here a lot. We've got, you know, good for health, bad for education. Got some Akira fan art, and obviously some Miku's. I love her. Kind of a failed page. And then just a couple of sketches. and I was really into Soulsborne games at the time, so I did a little art from that. Just some random people that I really liked the look of, just kind of scrolling through the internet, different photo references. I'm trying to get a little more detailed here, spending a lot more time and spending more time on like the clothing and the accessories, trying to give everybody good forms so you can actually tell what the sketch is very well. A couple more things. I was trying to like get into practicing a bit more specific things. These are all running. This was going to be one of those big head exercise things, and I just didn't finish it. I do adore this page though. Very much enjoying different landscapes and like different buildings. We've got like a little library, like a little sleeping nook, and just some various houses and like architectural details I was really enjoying at the time. Really enjoyed doing these spreads. I was practicing drawing hijab with just some cute little sketches. Just some ladies. Oh, I was very into this game for a little bit. I've still not played it because it's not been on sale, but I was watching a lot of playthroughs at the time. And Stray was just an adorable game, and I hope to do a playthrough at some point. And then we've got a couple, just a couple of Soulsborne guys. We've got Ronnie down here. I really enjoy the Let Me Solo Her guys. So just like a couple of, again, trying to capture a little bit more detail, trying to be just like a little more finished with the sketches. These were some little cute ladies that were doing some kind of like party planning or like committee planning. I saw out in public. I did a little sketch. Got some plants. This is the horse spread. Hate drawing horses very much, and was just very much trying to learn to draw horses. I think I got like okay towards some of these. Some are a little terrifying, I think. I got some helmets, got some blasphemous art. I didn't finish this either. This was a series I was going to do called Slay the Dragon that I might actually finish. I've got some good story notes for this. I just haven't bothered to draw anymore, and then haven't had the time or the ability to work on it anytime recently. But this was a very cool concept I liked. Then we've got some more Mikus. Just little quick sketches. Some Zeldas. I think this was getting into another period where I didn't have a ton of time to work on anything, so I was mostly doing just like small things, like objects from around my house. This dude from I Don't Remember, some memes. It's a little necklace I got when I was in Greece a few years ago. And just random. I was sick for a little bit. And then, at the request of several people, some buff Santas, or I think my friend said Daddy Santas, which is fun to draw, some like larger body types. I really like doing that. Some muscle studies, and then just a couple of various things. I think you've got Onion Knight. I was trying to draw like better fangs, doing a couple of different styles. And then just a couple of links, some cryptid fan art. I got these wonderful stickers as a gift. And I was just kind of expanding on them to give them a little spread. And then just, I think, some more random sketching. I was still a little bit sick. I did this nice, these are unrelated, but I was kind of trying to make a cohesive piece out of this little character and like this house. I did like a really intense blue background in the little mailbox. I kind of like how it turned out. We've got some more face studies. I did like a teal this time, just random people on Instagram. I really like doing this. I do this exercise a lot. You can just type people or just like random people, something into the search bar, and have scroll till you find something you like to draw. Got some little cranidos, and I think this was just a random picture from somewhere, doing like more little landscape sketches. Doing some little chibi style kind of art. Some character concepts, again trying to kind of pull back from general sketching into something a little bit more detailed. Got some hands practice. Big Ganondorf spread. Huge fan of this guy. Some sword fighting, again, kind of looser sketches. I was a bit more busy for a while. You can even see it here, trying to do, like, again, some big landscapes, but I didn't have a ton of time to sit down, so I was just doing very quick work. Of course, we get the Eggman spread. Very fun character to draw. And then some, I was trying to get better a little bit drawing the same character over and over, so I had a couple doing different expressions. We've got the crows page, which I really liked doing this, just drawing a bunch of random birds. Well, I mean, they're all crows, but just a bunch of different random pictures and some different styles. Really loved doing this. I think this took me 2 hours or so for the whole thing. It's just very fun. Terrible attempt at drawing a dragon. I'm still trying to figure out how a dragon kind of works on the page. Got a lovely knight though. This guy, don't know what he was from, just something cool to draw. General shapes. Beautiful clothing spread. Oop. Kind of do like a couple of kind of more fashion looking pieces, like the pop colors and stuff like that. A couple of different shot types. I think I was watching a video as well at the time about that. And then some very sketchy posing. I got some Sailor Moon, obviously. And I got a new metallic marker, which was very shiny. I enjoyed that. Doing her outline. And then just backs of these pages. And then that was kind of it. It petered out. I ran out of pages, and I was mostly just really happy to have finished a sketchbook.